guys, welcome back to Dan's Redneck Garage. Well, today we're working on my Kubota again. Let's get into it. Alright, so looks like the first step here, take off these little nuts. See that one, that round nut there? I'm gonna remove it. Now that one, you're right up against the intake manifold, so you gotta be careful. It will come out, probably at most. And then there's one more there. They're these weird, I don't know what to call them, but they're basically nuts with a notch cut in them. I don't know if that's for a flathead, but I used needle nose. Alright, so got the old ones out. It was a bit of a bear. I mean, to get that one in the front there, you really have to get right between those two fuel injector lines and just kind of wiggle it. But I got them. That one was actually hard because couldn't get really a wrench on it and had to get two extensions and then a long 12. But anyway, so I bought replacements. These are from Friday Parts. They say they fit this. So there is a little bit of difference in the body. Don't know if it's width-wise or just shoulder. And then a little bit of difference where those threads engage. And looks like the electrode stud is just a touch shorter, which actually I'm okay with. So we're gonna see how they fit. Okay, well, that was a pain. So, let me grab my light. So, got them all on. You really gotta finger tight them in. That one and that one I can get a deep socket 12 mil on, but that one I cannot. Also, I dropped that nut. It is down that center hole next to the frame rail. So these all look about okay. So we're gonna test and see how she works. Okay. So far, no smoke. That lit up really quick. Holy Jesus. Okay. Okay, so I had to clear probably some brake cleaner out of there. Let's see if this lights up really quick again. Checked. Okay, so I recently just did the glow plugs down there. It works, they work. Checked it with the temp gun around on surrounding metals. They do heat up. It's not a panacea, it didn't fix everything. It's still an old, tired engine. It still doesn't like the cold, so I'll probably eventually have to get me a block heater. But wanted to update you on a few things. A, I made tire chains. So, wanted to just throw this out. These are semi-tire chains that I've had kicking around that a buddy got for free that I've didn't really use. And these are, I think these are the 7.5 16s. They're either 8 16s or 7.5 16s that came with my tractor. They are old, they are crap, I need to get new ones. But you can just take these 1122R tire chains and cut, I don't know, not much out of them. Again, sorry about the airborne cancer machine. It's cold. It's like 9 degrees. My shop is unheated, so it's cold. But you can cut out, 2 feet of an 1122R tire chain and have really nice tire chains for your Kubota tractor. I mean, since these were free, it was free. But I'm also still working on the 3-point assembly here. So I got all the arms. Got that. I'm trying to figure out like positioning because I modified my seat bracket because the arms used to go from there to there, so then I welded them to there. So you got more height, but I'm trying to figure out like where these arms need to go on in relation to the splines. And then, that is just blowing smoke. I'm going to turn that off. I can't breathe. But working on that. All right, sorry about that. It was just kicking out smoke. You can see the haze in here. So try and bring in some fresh air so I don't die. But anyway, so trying to figure out my 3-point, and then I got Cat 0 pins that I was gonna put there because that one has one, that one doesn't. Problem is, those are significantly bigger than those. So basically I need to get a drill bit big enough to drill that out. But modified seat bracket, 3-point, 3/4 of the way done. Then I need to weld a lever onto this because that's your up down for your 3-point. But today we are going to be doing valve cover gasket. Because anyone who's seen, every time it runs, it leaks oil around it. So when I first got this original valve cover, I took it off to check the valves before I got it running. Did that, a few times, and then it started leaking. And it wouldn't reseal. So I had my old Yanmar 3TNV88 out of my Gale, the old gasket. It was too big, so I cut a section out and put it together. Kind of holds, still leaks. So now, this is what Friday Parts said would fit. So I guess we'll see. All right, so doing this valve cover on these, very easy. Literally 3 bolts. And also it is a 12. It's upside down, but you'll figure it out. And that's backwards. So all it is, just take these little 3 acorn nuts off, and that's it. Alright, so once your nuts are off, these do have copper washers on them, so be sure not to lose them. Also, if your road draft tube is like mine and petrified, good luck. Yeah. Okay. And there we got Chunky. It was rusty, like it still kind of is, but it works. All right, in case anyone's curious, there's a groove in there, and your gasket sits in said groove. This is the one I was using. As you can tell, it is not whole because it was too big and I cut it. But I'm gonna clean this out quick, a little bit of brake clean all that off, and then see if the new gasket fits. Okay, and to the surprise of probably nobody, it didn't fit. So, RTV to hold it in as glue, and it was too big, and it stands really proud, and I had to cut it, focus, had to cut it and double it up in that corner. So we're gonna see. Probably will leak again, but it did before. And just like that, you too can pretend that it's no longer going to be a problem and you won't have oil leaking down your block anymore. But you know you will, because you bought Chinese parts. Well, alright guys, just want to thank you for watching my channel here and enjoying time with my Kubota and all my other junk here, and you know, getting asphyxiated with me here in this exceedingly smoky room. Thank you, diesel heater. But thanks for watching. Come back next time, and as always, remember, it's always a mess.